If you're thinking about moving to Ocean County, New Jersey, don't make a decision until you have a good understanding about exactly how different each community can be. Welcome to Moving to Ocean County, my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Farley. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Shore Properties in Lavalette, and I'm also a lifelong resident of Ocean County. So I'd love to be a helpful resource for you to figure out exactly which place is best for you and your move. Ocean County isn't just beaches. We have a population of about 600,000 people and 1,000 square miles with many different kinds of communities. Today, we're going to talk about every major area in Ocean County so we can start narrowing down exactly which part of Ocean County is the right place for you and your family. Ocean County stretches from Point Pleasant Beach on the north all the way down to Long Beach Island on the southern tip of our county. The ocean is on the east side and the Pine Barrens are on the west side. I'd like to divide Ocean County into 6 different regions in this video. In other videos coming up, we're going to dive into specific towns and go a little bit more depth into which each area or what each area is a little bit more like to live in. The first region are the northern beaches. That's where Point Pleasant and the inlet out to the ocean are on the north side. Going south, you run into Bay Head and Maniloking, which are 2 of the most prestigious and expensive towns, honestly, throughout the state. It's one of my favorite drives to go north or south on Route 35. You're going to be treated to some of the most beautiful homes that you've ever seen. Certainly major departures from what a lot of people think about when they think about New Jersey. Continuing south, you'll find some more barrier island communities like Normandy Beach, Lavalette, Fort Lee Beach, Seaside Heights, and Seaside Park. Mixed in to all of those little individual beach towns, you have even smaller private beach communities that are peppered up and down the coast. We'll go into detail in those in some other future videos, but each one offers a different vibe and a different feeling. I now live in Seaside Park full time. So I live on the barrier island full time, and we're definitely going to talk a lot more about that. I can go into depth and full detail about what it's like to live on a barrier island in New Jersey full time. It's a very different feeling living here in the summer than it is in the wintertime. Although certainly not isolating, it is very quiet here in the wintertime. I believe in Seaside Park we have roughly 1,200 year-round residents. That number grows exponentially for the 4 months of the summer. We like to call September and October local summer because the summer crowds have cleared out, but the weather has been trending to still be really fantastic in the 70s with no humidity, and the ocean temperatures are usually pretty high. So that's the perfect time of year for anyone who lives on the barrier island. Real estate wise, some of the most expensive properties that you're going to find are going to be on the barrier island, but there are certainly still some affordable options. And we can talk about what your needs are if you're coming as an investor, as a second homeowner, if you want to come here and live the full-time island life situation and be a full-time resident here. There is something for everyone, and we'll go into that again in future videos. Just south of Point Pleasant Beach are the borough of Point Pleasant and Bricktown. Both are larger communities. They feature larger properties and a lot more year-round living. There are excellent schools in both communities. And again, you're going to get more of a suburban vibe or a suburban feel with larger lots, matured trees, cul-de-sacs, things of that nature. A lot more shopping. Just about every chain store that you could ever imagine are located somewhere in Brick Township and Toms River. There's a lot of great parks. Ocean County Parks Department does a fantastic job. We have Island Beach State Park is on the southern tip of the barrier island, which is a state park that is pristine. people liken it to the Outer Banks. But we also have bayside parks and then just regular community parks as well. Tons of restaurants, a growing and improving food scene, in my opinion, all throughout Ocean County. And you may find that living in Brick or Point Pleasant offer great commuting options and possibilities for you because you'll have very easy access to the Garden State Parkway and to other major thoroughfares that will get you to places like New York or Philadelphia within just a matter of minutes. Lots of great family communities in Point Pleasant Beach, Point Borough, and in Bricktown. I was born in Point Pleasant Hospital, which is no longer in existence. And I spent most of my time growing up in Toms River. It really was a wonderful community. It is the largest town in Ocean County, and it is directly west of the Barrier Island. It provides many different pockets of communities. I really did have an idyllic childhood. I still have many, many childhood friends that we may have gone away to college or to work for a little bit, but a lot of the people that I know who were born and raised in this area have ended up coming back to live here and to raise their families, just like I did. It is the county seat, so the courthouse and the main branch of the Ocean County Library are all in Toms River. We do have in Toms River a very vibrant downtown area that has gone through a little bit of a revitalization. They like to close off the corners of Washington and Main Street on Friday nights throughout the spring and summer. And there are live bands and restaurants come out, and it's a really, really nice community event that they like to do on the weekends throughout the good weather. We have a major hospital system in Toms River, also one in Bricktown. Both the Meridian Healthcare System and the St. Barnabas Healthcare System are there. So your major medical facilities and lots of doctors and healthcare are available in both Bricktown and Toms River. Toms River and Bricktown both offer waterfront communities on the bayside, so you can still find a waterfront home in Toms River or Brick for a little bit more of a reasonable price than you would on the Barrier Island. We have everything from apartment complexes to townhomes to regular single-family homes, multifamily homes, all the way up to luxury neighborhoods in Toms River. If you want to be close to everything without paying Barrier Island prices, Toms River becomes a very attractive option. You can also easily commute both to Philadelphia and New York City from Toms River as Route 37 turns into Route 70, which goes east and west throughout the state. And we also have an access onto the Garden State Parkway, which goes north and south throughout New Jersey. The next region we're going to talk about is the Southern Barrier Island. The Southern Barrier Island is where you're going to find Long Beach Island. There are several different towns and communities throughout Long Beach Island, from Barnegat Light, Surf City, Harvey Cedars, Ship Bottom, and Beach Haven. The interesting part about Long Beach Island is there's only one way to get there, and there's only one way to get off of the island. So Saturday summer traffic on Long Beach Island is not for the weak. You will spend a lot of time in the car, and personally, I try and avoid Long Beach Island in the summertime on a Saturday. I don't want to scare you away from there because it is a spectacular place. There's not a lot of places. I've traveled extensively throughout the United States, and I do feel like Long Beach Island is a very unique place and really a very desirable community. There are some very upscale beachfront and beach communities there. You'll find oceanfront sprawling mansions in the 10, 15, $20 million range, but you can also find smaller, more modest homes on the island. It is a tourist attraction, so there are little beautiful downtown areas. The Barnegat Lighthouse is a great attraction down there. I love to climb the lighthouse, actually. You get a really awesome view of the inlet and the Barnegat Bay as well as the ocean. And there are some fantastic boutique shops. It's a very family oriented community and island with, like I said, both luxury homes and some more modest homes. Um, Very desirable, great hotels, great nightlife. You're very close to getting to Atlantic City if you want to go and spend a night or a weekend on Long Beach Island. It is a little bit further of a drive from New York City, so more of the population of Long Beach Island are coming from the Philadelphia area, but it is really a special place. The next region is the southern mainland. That's where you're going to find Barnegat, Stafford, and Waretown. These are much more affordable communities. And when you consider Ocean County as a whole, you're going to find a lot more affordability down in the southern part of Ocean County. There's a lot of new construction down there because the urban sprawl from New York City has taken a while to get down there. The home lots are larger, and you do have easy access to Long Beach Island from there. The communities are really growing. There's a large growing community of retirement communities and 55 and over active living communities down in the southern part of Ocean County. And some of the best values that you're going to find in Ocean County can be located down there. Finally, we've got Western Ocean County. That kind of encompasses Jackson Township, Manchester, Lakewood, Berkeley, and Plumstead. This is where you're going to find much larger properties, not a lot of development. It's a little bit more remote. You're going to have to travel a little bit farther to go to your doctor's offices, to the hospital, and to shopping and restaurants. But if you're looking for a lot of property and maybe not being right next door to your neighbors, there are certainly wonderful values down in that western part of Ocean County. It's very woodland. You're going to find horse farms, cranberry bogs, blueberry farms, some active adult communities again, lots of golf communities, more space, and very easy access to the Philadelphia area. People are often surprised that Ocean County has so much diversity away from the coast, but we really do have a little bit of everything here. There's no one best town in Ocean County. The best town is going to be the best town for you. So you're going to want to consider your budget, your lifestyle, your commute, what your family really needs and is looking for, what the school systems are like. If you're interested in boating, is there easy boating access, beach access, walkability, and access to community offerings like great shopping centers and restaurants. If you're planning a move to Ocean County, I'd love to help. I've lived here my whole life and I am a full-time realtor, and I have helped many, many people find the right place for them in Ocean County. Whether you're looking for waterfront living on the Barrier Island, or if you're looking for something a little bit quieter, a little bit more remote, or something in between, I'd love to help you. Keep your eyes open for the next video where we're going to go a little bit more in depth into each one of the different areas and regions of Ocean County.